Kyle Mazer here for kmmphoto.com. I'm going to run you through my workflow when I get back from a shoot. The Aperture intro that I had posted this past week gave you a pretty good demonstration of what I do in terms of importing photos. Today I went out and just did a little shoot quickly. So here it is. This is going to be featured in another video for this week also, so these pictures will look a little bit familiar as the week goes on. But this is just basically how I go through my actual workflow after I import the images. So the first thing I do is after I import the images, I push the P button. And what the P button does, it puts everything into something called preview mode. When you shoot RAW especially, your camera actually records two images. There is the RAW file, and then there is a small JPEG. And when you push the playback button on your camera, you're actually looking at a small JPEG. In Aperture, what you can do is by putting it in preview mode, you're actually looking at that JPEG. And the nice thing is because it's a lot smaller than your RAW file, you can go through the pictures much more quickly. So the first thing I do is I put it in preview mode, and then of course I go into full screen mode. The next thing I do is I go through every single image that I shot with a 3 rating or a 1 rating. Okay, the 3 rating meaning that it's a usable image, and I will do something with the image at least at this point, and then a 1 being the image is garbage and it'll get thrown out. There is a reject feature in Aperture. I don't happen to use it. It's just the way I work. So that's that. So once I'm in full screen mode, which is taking a little bit of time because I need to restart my computer and I'm just too lazy to do it. It's coming, I think. Maybe not. Okay. So now I'm in full screen mode in preview. Now if you look real quick, just to show you, if you look at this yellow box around the image, that means that you're in preview mode. If I get out of preview mode, you'll see that this box turns white. Okay, so that's one easy way to tell if you're in preview mode. Also, if you're in preview mode, if I bring up my heads-up display, you'll see that it says quick preview on, adjustments disabled. It means that because you're looking at the JPEG, you can't actually affect that JPEG. And I literally go through every single picture, this one, and this is what I look for. Is it sharp? Is the composition halfway decent? And how is the exposure? And can I save it if the exposure is off? So this one looks good, so it gets a 3. And then I use the right arrow key to go to the next photo. This one looks like it's sharp in some areas, 3. Good. Next. Did I hit the button? Oh, we're beach balling here. Just give it a second. And when I get back from shooting a wedding, I'll go through all the photos in about an hour or so, and I shoot about 2,000 photos for a wedding. So this one's 3. I didn't even notice there was this bug here when I was shooting. That's kind of neat. All right, so that gets a 3. This one looks kind of weird, but I'm going to give it a 3 anyway, because I have a feeling I'll be able to salvage that. Now this one is obviously overexposed and focus looks off, so I'm going to give it a 1. And we'll move on. Okay, this one's better, it gets a 3. This one looks kind of weird, I'll give it a 1. Okay, this one's not in focus, 1. This one, it's okay, it's in focus, but I don't really like the picture overall, so it gets a 1. Same picture, don't like it, 1. Kind of cool, 3. Another one, 3. Kind of boring, 1. Same picture, 1. And I'll go through this this whole group of images and do that. Once I make it through the all the images, what actually happens is I have created, well, I've actually deleted it for the purpose of this video, but I create what's called a smart folder. And what I do is all these images that are tagged as 1-star images will actually end up going into that folder. So here's how you make a smart album. I wanted to encompass all of the library, So I actually go to here and I click on library. Not a necessary thing, but you can actually make smart folders inside of projects. And if you look at this one right here, you'll see that these smart folders are only applying to this project. So by clicking on this library albums over here, you're sure that your smart album will encompass your entire library. So you can either go to new and go to smart album, or you can do Shift Apple L, and that'll get you a new smart album. All right. So I'm going to call this 1 star. Okay. And then if you look here, this is what this is where you set your parameters for your smart album. So I'm going to go by rating. Okay. I want my rating to be 1 star, and if you look, it says is greater or equal to. I want it to be exactly 1 star. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to pull all my images that are 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, or 5 star. I only want it to pull the 1 star images. So if you look, automatically, without even doing anything, it has gone through and taken all of my 1 star images and put them into this folder. And if you look at the very end, here are the ones that we just put in. Okay. And the nice thing is by having this smart folder, as you're working and as you're adding new projects and as you're importing new photos, as soon as you tag them as 1 star images, they'll automatically go in here. And then every once in a while I'll come in, I'll just select all, and then I'll just delete all the photos that are in the 1 star album. So that's just a little brief overview of my workflow in Aperture. And I think that's a good place to stop for today. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And I'm Kyle Mazer for KMMPhoto.com. See you later.